Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha the God. Now, guys, I think Shanks might be evil. Let's think about this, right? So when we first meet Shanks, now first of all, not evil in the way that you think. Evil in terms of obviously we know he's gonna have to go up against Luffy because they both want the One Piece. But I think evil in a more sinister and devious way. But not black and white evil, right? Kind of if you look at One Piece in general, even Joy Boy, right? We recently discovered about Joy Boy. The way Vegapunk portrays it isn't necessarily that Joy Boy was good. He just wanted something that the other 20 royal families didn't want. Now, some people obviously viewed him as the hero and sided with him because he was friend of the people. While the rich people, the royals, were like, whatever he wants to do is gonna mess with us. So we're gonna join this other guy, Emu, who's basically the opposite of Joy Boy, and we're gonna team up and defeat Joy Boy before he could build a strong enough army to oppose us. And yet they still fought for years and years and years, and Joy Boy eventually got defeated, but he kept his legacy and will through the human fruit, the zone fruit, and the fruit that, of course, Luffy ended up eating. Now, we know that Shanks knew about the fruit and Shanks wanted to eat the fruit himself. I think the reason why Shanks wanted to eat the fruit was because he somehow had discovered that whoever ate that fruit is the only person that can actually reach and take the One Piece. Because remember, Roger had said that, oh, I was too early to the One Piece. He got there too early, so he couldn't actually acquire the One Piece. You can't just take the One Piece. It's Joy Boy's gift to the world. And I think it requires his devil fruit or Luffy's presence, whoever would have had it, to be there in order for it to activate. The same way that, Emmett didn't activate until Joy Boy, activated, but Joy Boy is white activated. If we remember Zhao, the elephant, the large elephant, it reacted to Joy Boy's beating drums of freedom, right? His heart. So all of these things are connected to Joy Boy. But somehow Shanks knew all this information. We also know that Shanks is a rat. You know what I'm saying? I know Shanks fans are going to be mad at me, but we know he's a rat because he pulled up to the Gorosei area and had a chat with them and gave them information. And for some reason, he's really, really opposed to Blackbeard. Now, we know Blackbeard is evil, but there's a lot of evil people. Their government is super evil. There's so many evil people. But for some reason, he's like, Blackbeard, that guy, I don't know. He's an anomaly. He's something. He may be actually what Emu is. He might be the opposite of Joy Boy, right? Emu's, antithesis was Joy Boy, and Joy Boy's antithesis was Emu. What's Luffy's? Blackbeard, right? And yes, Emu's still in existence because obviously they figured out a way to bypass living at a normal rate. He might even have the AJ's fruit or something. We don't really know, right? I know that obviously what's her name has a similar devil fruit, but he might have the way fruits can be similar without being the exact same. But why I think Shanks is evil is because he went to the Gorosei and he was snitching about some stuff, and they didn't attack him. He went up there free, left for free. Nobody talked to him, and imagine he's an emperor of the sea. These guys hate emperors of the sea, right? To a degree. They kind of like that they create like a chaos, and there's always consistent battles and consistent power grabbing happening, and I think that helps them because then they can do evil shit and guise it under, oh, we're trying to stop these evil pirates, and that is why we had to destroy the island because the pirates took it over. And that kind of goes on quite a bit. Like we saw the island that just got absolutely obliterated out of existence, right? And it was like, how did that happen? The Mother Flame. I think Shanks is aware of all these things. I think obviously a lot of people think that Gatland is Figureland is his dad. Probably is. I think he eventually discovered his lineage, and I think the Gorosei being aware and being kind of low-key helping Shanks out a little bit. And I think Shanks' good guy, quote unquote, personality that he showcases here. Again, we have to think all these guys are pirates, right? Even the nicest pirates you think have killed people and have done horrible stuff, right? The Straw Hats are basically heroes, even though Oda refuses to call them that. On the other hand, not all these other pirates are heroes, right? We know what some of these guys have done, including Kid, Law, etc., etc. They try not to be evil, some of them, but others don't give a damn, like Blackbeard. And I think Shanks showcases that he can be good, like when he gave his arm away for Luffy. But I think the reason he did that was because he knew that Luffy could get the One Piece, and therefore he can take the One Piece once Luffy has activated it, unlocked it, whatever it is that Luffy is going to do. He can then take it directly from Luffy. So I actually don't think that Shanks is going to fight Luffy as soon as people think he is, because he doesn't care about beating Luffy now because it doesn't benefit him. He has to beat Luffy when Luffy acquires the One Piece. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Luffy is going to defeat Blackbeard probably. And then Shanks is going to pull up and snatch the One Piece from him. And I think that's what will lead to the final ending of the story. Because I actually think Shanks perhaps himself wants to be the ruler of the world. I think that's actually his secret goal. Why? We're not 100% sure. But we do know for some reason he also had left and stayed with Buggy. Now, Buggy was his best friend and everything, but like, why would you stay with him because he's sick, right? Like, you're pirates. Like, why did he do that? We don't really know, but I think Shanks knows more secrets than he lets on. I think if the fact that he even knew about the fruit that, you know, the Joy Boy's fruit in the first place, I think speaks spades about the information he knows, because I think he knows both the pirate information by, you know, going with Rogers, and then he also knows the government information by working or collaborating with the Gorosei, and via his dad being now a Gorosei as well. So I think that's kind of the thing. So I think what makes him evil is I think he's going to try to take over the world. I think he wants to create his own regime, and I think that regime would benefit his family and some of the Gorosei. But I think he also, I don't think he cares about Imu that much, but I think whatever he wants to do is probably not friendly, right? And that's the reason. Like, even if you look at the intro of the new season, right, you have Lucci versus Luffy, right? And Luffy's on the right side, Lucci is on the left side. You have Law versus Blackbeard. Blackbeard is on the left side, Law is on the right side. Kid versus Shanks. Shanks is on the left side, and Kid is on the right side. The new generation are essentially quote unquote good guys, or the lesser of two evils. And the people on the left side are government based, or people that are opposing the good guys, right? Or the quote unquote good guys, or the new generation. And the new generation, as we've seen, are basically seen as quote unquote good guys, apart from the ones that were corrupted by Kaido, etc., etc. So I think it's an interesting thing to just bear in mind that Shanks may end up being evil. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, do you agree? Do you disagree? Why do you agree? Why do you disagree? But let's have a discussion. It's kind of a vaguish theory because there's just not that much information about Shanks. So, like, you know, he's barely in the goddamn thing. For 25 years of the goddamn manga, my boy been there like a maximum of like 25 combined pages or something. Like, my guy is a goddamn invisible Pokemon or something. Like, goddamn. But obviously, as the story is reaching its final arc, I think that, you know, I mean, Oda hopes it finishes in 2025, but that probably means it finishes in 2035. Because we do remember initially he said that One Piece was supposed to only last 5 years. 25 years later, we're still going, buddy. Anyway, subscribe. I'm out.